And we're back. So Andy, tell us what we're doing today.
Today we're making steak and cheese with Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce. We got provolone, we got onions, we got red and green bell peppers, we got fresh garlic, obviously the Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce. I think we're gonna do spicy today.
Okay.
We got some fresh hoagies, and we obviously have our steak, and I went with a nice good cut of steak instead of that pre-shredded stuff just for you.
There you go. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, let's wash our hands and get started.
So first up, we want to cut our bell peppers and cut our onions. Mr. Jordan, could you cut this for me?
Absolutely.
And I'll cut this. And the way I want to cut it is just straight down the middle like that.
Okay.
Spin it around. That way we're cutting out the bitter part,
okay,
especially the membrane. I don't really care about a little bit like that. Sometimes I'll go in and clean it up, but at the end of the day, you ain't gonna taste it that much.
Okay.
And then lay it on the side with the skin facing like this. Skin facing up so that you can really cut into it. If you cut like this, it may not go all the way down. So we're just gonna do some thin strips. So we're gonna add these bell peppers in to our pan. Turn up the heat to high. So Jordan, you can put those in.
Yep.
And then we're gonna cut up our onions. Same thing, we just wanna do strips. I went ahead and cut it in half, and we could just do strips.
Sure.
Right down here.
Nice thin strips?
Nice thin strip, yep. And right now, I'm gonna get started cutting our steak. So, like I said, we have this nice dry aged beef. I'm gonna cut right here a little bit off. I'm gonna cut this fat cap off. It has a little bit of dry age that I don't want on there. Usually when you dry age something, you cut off, I think it's called the pellicles. And right now, we're just gonna cut it into nice thin strips. What I did was for about 40 to 30 cast iron skillet that's been heating up for about 15 minutes now. And it's really important that we make sure that it does come up to temperature because it is really thick.
Okay.
And if you were to put the steak on too early, it'll be kind of cold, and then this being cold will cool this down. So it's kind of like a cycle.
Okay.
We want to make sure that this is ripping hot. So we put on that oil, we can tell that it starts to get kind of watery. So we know that that's pretty much ready to go. We're gonna put our steak on. Spread it evenly. Mr. Jordan, would you mind putting in some garlic into our pepper?
Sure.
A little bit more, probably about 2 more of those.
Yeah.
All right, cool, that's good. Then we'll mix that up.
Yep. That's
Then I'm gonna get the salt. We're gonna salt this up. This is kosher salt. We don't want to put any garlic on this or any black pepper on this just yet, because at this high temperature and for this long, it's gonna burn. So we're just gonna put salt right now. And that's enough right there. All right, so the steak is pretty much close to where I like it.
Okay.
For when I'm doing like fresh steak like this, I usually like to keep it a little bit like medium rare-ish. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we can see the browning on some spots right there.
Right.
Especially on the edges. We're just gonna flip it, get it nice and evenly distributed. Some parts of the pan are a little bit hotter than others, so we wanna make sure that everything has a chance to get kind of everywhere.
Okay.
This is pretty much done. We already salted it. Right now I'm about to put some black pepper on it, since we're close to being done. All right, so we're gonna take our provolone cheese. You can do cheese whiz, but I like provolone, and I'm making it like this. And we're just gonna put it on. I do 3 per sandwich. We'll cover this, we'll let this steam, melt the cheese, and we'll toast the buns, and we'll assemble.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so we got our hoagie rolls toasted. We have our peppers and onions ready. Our cheese is melted on our steak. So now we're about to assemble. So, thank you, one.
Thank you.
First, we're gonna start with peppers and onions. Also, our garlic is in here. Put a nice amount. Spread that around. Make sure we get peppers in every bite, onions in every bite. All right. We're gonna take our spatula. Put this up. All right. There we go. Make sure we get all of that back on there. Nice, cheesy. We're gonna take our spicy Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce. Put a lot on there. There we go. All right. Close it up. Cut in half. Now we're ready to eat. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, there you go. How many like it?
Thank you, Father. It's probably one of the best, or the best, steak and cheese sub I've ever had in my life. Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce. I love you. Oh.
Seems like you like it. They cook how you like it?
Just like I like it.
Yeah.
And Uncle Dell's.
All right, so we finally finished our steak and cheese glazed with Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce. We used the spicy version with added a little bit of heat to it, but not too much. It was a perfect level. I know you tasted it, so what'd you think?
Absolutely. I mean, off the charts. I mean, it's a must-have. The best steak and cheese I've ever had.
Thank you.
All right, and I truly mean that.
Thank
And not just with any Mambo sauce. Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce, all right?
All right, well, gonna let some people try it out and see what they think.
Shout out Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right. You got to put some respect on it. Yeah.
Familiar with your work, I apologize.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things to put it on is steak and cheese. I would say probably in my top 5.
Steven, what's your thoughts? I know you're chewing and enjoying, but what's your thoughts?
Talk to me right now.
Not right now?
I mean, enjoy this.
It's you and that steak and cheese.
And the steak and cheese.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
What else, Jacob? Anything else?
If you haven't already, Uncle Dell's Mambo sauce.
Uncle Dell's.
Y'all weren't kidding. It's good.
It's really good. And I never would have thought of putting Mambo sauce on a steak and cheese. I'm just standard ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise. You don't need any of that with Uncle Dell's.
Nope.
No, you just do it with Uncle Dell's.
The
That's it.
spiciness works really well with it too. Well, thank you guys for watching. Check back next week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.
We want to thank you for tuning into this episode. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And also donate by using the links at the top of the description. All donations will go to Jacob's Ladder Youth Foundation and Uncle Dell's Mambo Sauce. And this episode is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors: the Home Team Realty Group, Title House Settlement Escrow, the Jordan Group, Platinum Cleanup, Miles Away to Travel, and Christopher's Village.